We're back.
Oh, I thought we had another one.
No, we had Jenny Farrell and Whiskey Fest.
Well,
So we're back.
classic Jake. All right. You spit. You're so.
Classic Jig all over my laptop.
He was drinking a.
Cocainum.
It's like a boar.
Listen, man, when I snorted that shit, I wasn't letting anything not get in my nostril.
So anyway, let's talk about Green Lantern.
Move away from the.
Cocainum.
That's exactly
And then
right.
he's like, the cops show up.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
When Tyler says, "I ain't got no snow."
Can you be cold, Batman?
I was like, oh.
This graphic is great because it's like we're
Yeah,
both
Green Lantern.
we're both at this like thing where in the movie Hal is clearly like but we're at the same one and we're like, yeah, fucking been there, done that. When are we getting done so we can go have a beer?
I'll put it back. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll put it back up. Before we get started, I wanted to show that.
Oh god, yeah.
Tyler and I. It was one of the rare times we actually got to get comics together. So we went to the comic shop, the local shop, Jay's, and they had. And I was just because there's two things my kid is obsessed with right now. And that's X-Men and Green Lantern.
Mhm.
So I'm like, cool. They got a lot of Green Lantern books. I need to get more X-Men books. But I was just looking for cheap Green Lantern books, and I found Secret Origin by Jeff Johns, and I did want to get this trade.
Oh, that's not the movie trade?
No.
It's just a Ryan Reynolds
no.
cover?
Hold on. Let me get there. But Ryan Reynolds is on the cover,
Yeah.
and this is the tie-in. So Secret Origin is kind of the inspiration for the movie. And they did stuff like this where they had promotional stuff because they were pushing this fucking hard in 2011. But so much so that the back of it has promotional material of like the characters of what they were going to look like in the movie. It's like and there's like giant blurbs from Jeff Johns about these characters. But the reason I really got it was because like it's like a time capsule for the movie stuff. But there's a forward written by Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
So before we talk about this movie,
While you find that, back in the day, Secret Origin was a book that would come out every so often, and usually 2 or 3 characters in each issue. And it was a really cool book because any number of creative teams would get together and do different. Like everybody knows Batman and Superman's, but every once in a while it was like, hey, what's Blue Beetles? Hey, what's Manhunter 2? You know, what's Clayface? You know, whatever. So it was a really cool series. But yeah, I forgot we wanted to read this. This is great.
So before we get to the movie, here's an introduction from Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
I was never an expert on Hal Jordan. I'd always known the gist of the character. I knew he wore a lot of green. He had a ring possessed.
Knew he had some gist.
Had a ring possessed of an infinite power bestowed upon him by a dying alien. And I knew he'd survived many successors and wild, diverse iterations for an astonishing multi-decade run. If you like sports analogies, he's the New York Yankees. Lately, though, I've gotten to know the guy pretty damn well. Like Hal Jordan, I too was given the gift of a ring. Why was more symbolic in its power, but no less auspicious? Wow, Ryan. Did your publicist write this? I was asked to put that ring on and bring Hal Jordan to life in a whole new form. Film, not a job I take lightly. And I'm not reading this to mock Ryan. Given what happened with this movie and how he treats this movie, I just think it's really funny to read this. About a year and a half ago, I first sat down with Martin Campbell, Donald DeLine, and a man whom I consider responsible for the resurgent interest in Green Lantern, Jeff Johns. True statement. They were all They were all eager to build a big screen superhero who both could live up to his lengthy legacy, yet simultaneously find a foothold with a whole new audience, young and old alike. Hal Jordan was about to become a living, breathing person, and I was going to be the guy to do it. No pressure. I'll just skip to the end here because it's a lot. It's a
I
full
know.
page. It's a great time to be a superhero fan. Technology is such that bringing Green Lantern to life properly is finally possible. Creating energy constructs based on infinite will and pure imagination can vividly appear before our very eyes. The technological leap has also happened to coincide with a time period in which the world is fascinated by big screen comic book adaptations. This book. This book basically gave me the introduction I was looking for in order to begin the incredible ascent to Oa. I hope you like it. And then cut to Deadpool 2, where he shoots himself for reading the script.
Look, I don't blame him at all for writing that, and
It's
I
a
don't.
nice message,
Look,
but I just think it's funny given what we know now. That's why I read it.
I guarantee you, at the time that he might have had misgivings, but he was.
He seemed excited about it.
But he was trying to make the best of it. He was trying to hype the movie, promote the movie. And we discovered something. Well, I discovered something that I didn't previously know. I was in Ohio the summer of 2011, and that was Thor and Green Lantern. And
then Cap, same
Yeah.
year.
but I remember the summertime, like within a month of each other, it was Thor and
It was
Green Lantern.
Thor, Green Lantern, and then Cap. It was crazy.
What
a time.
But life was not great for me. Various reasons. And so I was super excited. I wore my Green Lantern t-shirt. We went and saw it, and I was just super hyped. It got really high, of course. And we got there, we watched the movie.
Me too.
Yeah.
I saw it in
What?
theaters stoned with a friend.
You got really high?
Yeah.
And
What a time.
I remember watching it with my girlfriend at the time, and we left the theater. I just remember being really underwhelmed, being like, I think I'd hyped it up so much in my head that when I finally saw it, I was like,
Yeah.
because I discovered, because I haven't watched it since then. I haven't seen it in fucking 15 years.
So I rewatched it
right.
in 2021
Mhm.
because I thought we were talking about maybe doing the 10-year and doing that. And then
Well, didn't we think Lancers was coming out at that point?
I think so.
Fucking
Yeah.
shit.
It's true. That show has been in development for so long. There was a period where like, hey, maybe we should do it for this. So here we are 15 years later,
Mhm.
reviewing this.
Mhm.
And I said, when I watched it 5 years ago,
Mhm.
I said, it's not as bad as I remember. And I watched it again last weekend.
Mhm.
And I texted you and I said, hey, we should watch this again for this show. And I stand by the sentiment. I think the first hour of this movie is solid.
Yes.
I think everything leading up to for him getting the ring and going to Oa, I think isn't that bad and
No.
pretty standard superhero stuff. It's just when he comes back from Oa, it just
falls
kind of
apart.
crumbles.
I watched it today and
Yeah.
I took notes because I started watching. I'm like, and I'm like, this is better than I remember.
Yeah.
Already.
And there's still some cringy shit in the beginning
Oh.
too. Like the dialogue is not good, and like there's other things that make this movie bad. too.
Sure. But I took notes because I was like, this will be fun. And here's a couple of the notes that I took. It's not a bad movie. It's just really fucking messy.
Very mid.
Yes.
Yeah, not good, not bad, just mid.
Almost all of the CGI space scenes are pretty great. Almost
Yeah.
all of them. The part where the 3 random aliens find Parallax, that whole sequence,
Did you?
that's what?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah,
cool.
no. And then the whole sequence with Abin Sur was cool. Like,
Yeah.
I like that. Dude, they got freaking Django Boba Fett himself to
Yeah,
be
Temuera
Abin Sur.
Morrison. Yes. Look, you're Taika Waititi. You're trying to, make your name in Hollywood. You get the chance to be in a big budget Hollywood movie. You're going to take it. But Tom is based off a horrendously racist character,
Oh, pie face.
Eskimo
Yeah.
up named Pieface. And so again, we were talking about it. You would do the same thing. What were we talking about earlier? If I had the chance to make a bunch of money, we were
Yeah,
writing-
just if you, yeah, we were talking about the State Farm thing with the actor
Yes.
was on his couch, but I was like, you take the
You're
money.
right. You're right. But so there's that. We did not need Tom, although
Oh, believe you, Tyler. If anybody offered me an extra to like deliver some donuts in a superhero movie, I'm doing it to say I was in a superhero movie.
fuck yeah. But his scenes are pretty good. He lends something to the movie with his chemistry with Ryan, so that's good. The computer bits in the dogfight sequence at the beginning, like all the when they're in
Yeah, when he's flying, it's
when
fun.
they're in the thing and
Yeah.
they're watching the graphics, those are fucking really solid graphics. Mark Strong, fantastic.
great cast. as
Fucking
Sinestro.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Guardians design choices. In the books, they got big heads and like regular human faces. They made them like look way more alien, and then they don't show them very long when they do show them, so it's hard to tell. But it looks like part of their heads is translucent, like the top part,
Yeah.
or that they're. It's a weird design choice that I do not.
I got to
like.
tell you, there were times. The CGI I feel in this movie is very hit or miss
Is
because
what?
very hit or miss because I feel
Yes.
there are times dude, and keep in mind I did drink while watching this. We played a drinking game while watching. At one point I said to Luke, who I was watching it with, I said, "Hey, the Guardians don't look that bad." Cut to the like female looking one. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my god.
Are those barrettes?
We died laughing because I was like, I stand corrected, because and that's consistent with this movie.
Mhm.
Because I mean, we could dedicate a lot of time on the suit if we want, but I think we should keep talking about the positives.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I don't think Ryan Reynolds is a bad choice to be Hal Jordan.
No, not
Ryan
at all.
Reynolds is very much like Hal
Blake
Jordan.
Lively is very attractive.
he's
She
a
does well as
charming-
Carol Ferris.
He's a charming asshole. That's what Hal Jordan has always been. And
Michael Clark Duncan is Kilowog.
I think he plays him just fine. And I think, again, I think the movie suffers a lot where for every moment where I think they nail it, they do something stupid. Where they have the fucking racetrack construct, or like, the positives. Again, the Oa sequence, landing there and meeting Tomar Ray, Jeffrey Rush being the voice of Tomar Ray, Michael Clark Duncan being Kilowog,
and
great choices.
you remember how
All the aliens are perfect.
Oh, dude, the sequence of the big giant Green Lantern meeting is fucking
yes,
great.
And when they say for the core and they blast the light through
It's
the
okay.
fuck you, when they blast that through the planet, that's awesome. It's all willpower, baby. It's because you don't like Green Lanterns. Just say it.
Remember when I was talking about how
No.
it sounded kind of fuck off. It's kind of corny when Jason Momoa said Bastich. Do you remember I was talking about that?
Did you think it was corny when he did the oath in this movie?
Are you gonna let me finish
No.
a point? You
No.
fuck. Jesus Christ.
You just hate DC. Just say it. No, make
The
your
thing
point.
about Michael Clark Duncan's portrayal of Kilowog is that he's got that derogatory nickname, Poozer.
Poozer, yeah.
It never sounds corny, unlike Momoa and Bastich. This is what I texted you.
You don't think I was gonna find it because
The CGI artists for Green Lantern had less time, technology that was a decade older, and a smaller budget, inflation at least, and still managed to outstrip the idiots who made the Flashpoint movie. And that is a fucking fact. That is embarrassing how much time that movie gave to all of the CGI and the budget, and it turned out looking like that. And this movie from 15 years
This
ago
movie?
holds up.
Yeah.
Man.
I want to point out that, and I think when the movie works is when it leans into its Jeff Johns inspiration and taking a lot from Secret Origin. Like I was just flipping through, showing it to my son, just kind of flipping through it, and there's a part
Mhm.
because he says, "Nice landing, Poozer. Name's Kilowog. Welcome to Ring Slinging 101,
Mhm.
or as Kehan and I like to call it, the worst day of your worthless life." Almost line for line in the movie. And again, Tomar Ray being the Sinestro being the dick, Kilowog being the hard drill instructor type, and Tomar Ray being the kind philosopher. All that works. And then here's where I have the fault.
Oh, let me
We're-
finish.
You're also because you're cramming Parallax in this.
Hector Hammond. This is what I
Yes.
wrote. Hector Hammond / Parallax / Alien / Abensur body government stuff / Amanda Waller stuff. Tim fucking
Oh,
Robbins
oh my
is in this
God.
fucking movie.
Oh my God, that's another thing.
Right?
I'm glad you
You're
brought
like,
that up. I
Is that
forgot,
Tim fucking Robbins?
dude. I forgot Angela Bassett was in this
Yes,
movie as Amanda
she's
Waller.
Amanda Waller. Because they were gonna try.
Yes, you can tell there are seeds here where they were trying to make Green Lantern Iron Man. That you said that earlier, and you're 100% right. You could kind of notice that they were trying to build off Green Lantern because they're like,
Yes.
all right, we've done Superman, we've done Batman. Who's somebody? They weren't going to do the Flash yet.
No.
They went for Green Lantern, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on a soapbox when we're done with this review.
But Peter
Don't let me forget,
Sarsgaard and
but-
Angela Bassett are both wasted here because, but that shows how good they are because they nail their performances. They do.
I said this is what I said about Hector.
Sarsgaard is so over the top,
Yeah.
which you need with a ridiculous looking fucking villain like Hector Hammond / Parallax. And then I finish it up with stop with the different colored eyes. Stop it.
Okay.
That happened way too many times.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not just Hal. It was Sinestro.
And Hector Hammond.
Hammond with the Parallax. But doing it with the first time they do it, it's kind of looks like his pupils are yellow or whatever. And I'm like, that's a nice little touch. That would have been fine. But then it's constantly changing that color to be the Parallax. And I know in the comics, in the later when they do Parallax again, I think in the Jeff Johns one, it like their eyes turn kind of like that color when they go fear. Whatever. It was too
Fear.
much. I hated it.
Just give me the white eyes.
But this movie also suffers with because it's a movie that is like so 2011 and so stuck in time where it is like that gap where Marvel was just starting to figure out what they were going to do with the Avengers and DC was trying to figure something out and they were trying to do it with this and they have that crucial flaw where I think Spider-Man doomed these other movies because Spider-Man crushed Green Goblin so hard that every movie thought they had to do their biggest villain right away. Like you had to do Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie. So that era of thinking, why not go for Parallax, the biggest thing? And this is where I was telling you, you could have made up a fucking alien if you wanted. They're space cops. Make up a sector, make up an alien. That's what makes Green Lantern so good is you have limitless possibilities.
He talks about in the movie about being a space cop. And it's like, no, you're not. At no point in this movie have you been a space cop.
So let's cram Hector Hammond. Let's cram Parallax.
When did Batman Begins come out?
2005.
Oh, okay. Well, Martin Campbell, Ryan Reynolds et al., you motherfuckers who made this movie.
This is
Batman Begins did the best thing possible by using Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Let's not bring in the Joker.
Yeah. They saved that for the second movie.
And wasn't it so
Well,
good?
That's another thing. This is post Dark Knight. I think that was another thing. DC was trying so hard to make this a big thing because they knew that Dark Knight Rises was coming. So they knew they couldn't
They
write
also-
off Nolan's
also-
coattails anymore.
Well,
and they're trying to set up a universe.
For a time, Christopher Nolan was the Feige of the DC universe
Man of Steel
for
and
like
stuff,
a
yeah.
brief period of time. But I'm pretty sure he had no intention of turning his Dark Knight trilogy into any sort of shared anything.
Yeah. So they were trying to build up, and like you said, they're trying to do the Iron Man.
If they
thing.
had somehow looped
But even
Nolan in for
Iron
good,
Man-
who knows what would have happened?
even Iron Man did like Ironmonger. Like he didn't even. It wasn't even.
Well, who's Iron Man's biggest villain?
I don't know.
Gives a shit.
Fucking poor people. I think Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
His biggest
they met
villain
on
is the
this movie.
bottle.
They knew each other. They were friends, but they'd really been romantic after this movie.
Who?
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and you can see that chemistry.
Are they married?
You know that. You silly bitch.
I'm gonna take this off now.
Why? I leave it up so people that are coming in
I
know what we're talking about.
You do that every time. You fart. You're wrong. Chicken and waffles. Are we gonna have those Oreos? He got some
wanna
chicken and
hate me?
waffles. Are they
Those
chicken
are
and waffles
fucking
Oreos?
gross. Yes. What was that one I want to talk about?
Yeah,
Fucking Tim Robbins.
yeah. Tim Robbins. Look, everybody in this movie really does their best, and you're absolutely right. If they would just have eliminated, because Hector Hammond doesn't come in until after Hal comes back.
Can I pitch? Like I would. Here's how I would pitch it.
Actually, no. I watched it today. The sequence is that Hammond, after he has come home from checking out Abin Sur, is doing that writhing in the bed thing at night before he changes.
And that's
And
when
at the
Hal
same
is going to Oa.
Yes. So, but still, you shoehorn it in and it fucks everything up. I think you stay on Oa. You go, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Sinestro is gonna take you on a training mission.
Okay. Here's
Okay.
what
Maybe
Maybe
to our solar
And here's,
system.
here's another thing I would say.
Yeah.
The Abin Sur stuff, because that ties to the parallax thing. Cut that completely out. Abin Sur just dies.
Yes.
He just dies doing a mission and lands on Earth.
It's also weird that like a Green Lantern has a spaceship.
Yeah, why the fuck does he have a spaceship? I'm so glad you brought that up.
Now, I thought about that when I was watching
He's
the movie
fly-
today.
They can fly.
But hang on a second. Hang on. I know that, right?
He needs to carry the battery somewhere.
Where do you put your stuff?
Where do you put the battery?
Where do you put your stuff?
Your butt.
You get a bindle.
You make a construct
Like the hobos
of
in the 20s.
a satchel, and you
What's
put it up your butt. Anyway,
I'm so glad. Ew, fuck you. Pretty
I
much.
agree.
No, I think honestly, overall,
Because when he comes back, so all that stuff happens on Oa. But yeah, I agree with you. Because I would say Abin Sur just dies. Hal gets the ring.
Mhm.
I would say even before that, or if you want to tie it, or if you want to tie it. Oh shit. Okay. Here's how I do a page one rewrite of this. Abin Sur and Kilowog and Tomar and Sinestro are on a mission. And Abin Sur dies. He crash lands to Earth. The ring picks Hal. Hal gets it, whatever. Sinestro comes to Earth and says, like, pays his respects to Abin Sur and then says, and I'm not going to let you be a disgrace to that man's ring, and takes him to Oa. Then we do all the training shit. But, you know,
and then the
but
crux.
you could also move it to where it is in the movie, where we have all the stuff with Carol and have his ties to Earth. And
Yeah, you
set that
should-
up.
You
And
have
then
the,
he goes to, that stays the same, but it's like Sinestro comes to Earth or something there, and then like you said, it's Police Academy where he's being he gets trained.
they
Yeah.
do a mission like Sinestro's going to take you on a
Yeah,
training
yeah.
mission, and the training mission takes them to, say, Jupiter. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter what the thing is.
Yeah.
The point is sometime during the training mission, at first, Hal thinks Sinestro's just being tough on him, but then, just like in the fucking comic books, he notices that Sinestro is
He's
really
a dick.
like actually evil
Yeah.
and like a fascist,
And he
like
turns
literally.
because
And then that's the crux. And then he has to defeat Sinestro, who has been teaching. Way better movie. And then at the end,
of the
Sinestro.
movie, same tease. He creates the ring. Because I feel like this whole fucking movie was.
Why the fuck are you giant movie
Dude,
studios not paying us? I don't understand.
Tyler, the audacity.
The fucking speaking
The audacity
of
of this movie to put a sequel bait mid-credit scene.
Ugh.
I feel
It's
like this
such a-
whole entire movie was just to set up Sinestro being in the Sinestro Corps, which was done. Okay,
Ugh.
let's be honest. The reason this movie falls apart is you're right. It focuses on characters that we don't think should be in this movie and we don't care about. I don't mind him coming back to check on Carol and shit because that happens in the comics.
Sure.
But the Hector Hammond stuff shouldn't be in it. The Parallax stuff shouldn't be in it.
No.
And then, yeah, you got to showcase Sinestro being a dick more. The only way this movie shows him being a dick is telling Hal, well, you're new and you don't know what you're doing.
No, we
Like he does.
we see it in the moment with the Guardians where he's being real forceful with them,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, we should be using this."
We need to
He
use
convinces
these
them to forge a
this
yellow
power.
ring,
Yeah.
and then when he talks to Hal, but after that, he's a real nice guy until he puts on the ring.
And then he goes,
I'm,
keep talking about it.
I'm kind of done talking about
No,
this
but
movie.
we've gotten like so many people since talking about this. But
Well, let's keep going.
I-
No,
but
overall,
we literally rewrote that movie because we're like, there are things that work.
yes.
You can build around.
That's what I started taking notes for today. I was like, how can we fix this movie? Because it's a fixable movie.
And I was thinking about this because this Lantern show's coming out,
Mhm.
and I
And
just
that's
saw this
why we
movie,
reviewed this.
and I'm just sitting there, and I do not understand
Mm.
why there is a 15-year gap between Green Lantern-led projects. It does not make sense to me because this, like I said earlier, this character, I'm gonna get on my soapbox here as a Green Lantern
Jeez.
fan. Doesn't matter who is wielding the ring, you can make it compelling and you can tell really cool stories because this movie didn't make the money you wanted, but to not even try a Jon Stewart movie or any other thing, maybe do a Green Lantern Corps movie, to not even think of doing something until maybe 10 years later when they were talking about doing lanterns, because they
bel-
would have fucked it up. But why didn't we see a
I
Green Lantern
believe
in the
there was like a
Snyderverse?
5-year gap between this and like 2016 when they were like, we're gonna do a lantern show.
This premise had always been teased of Hal Jordan and Jon
No, I
Stewart.
think during the Snyderverse days, it was going to be
I
Green
know,
Lantern
and I'll
Corps.
get to that because you know why they fucking axed
Get
it
to
there?
that.
They changed it to be about Alan Scott and Guy
Oh,
Gardner and Kyle Rayner
Yes.
because they couldn't use Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart because there was going to be some plans for the DCEU that never fucking happened. I want this HBO show to succeed because I am starved as a Green Lantern fan.
I
for
am
this.
bricked up about the Manhunters.
This is a B-list character that you could put to an A-list. I'm not saying he would ever be bigger than Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman,
Or become another Iron Man.
but he could be that to level if you just put the slightest bit of effort. And I think this show looks really good. I'm
Yes,
excited.
I'm
about it.
excited. Now that I know that it's the Manhunters, and
But time out. They're shapeshifters. So we don't know if they're the Manhunters that the Guardians created or they're Martians. They could be Martians.
we know it's the Manhunters because Deadline has come out and said no, they are not related to Martian Manhunter, and we see it.
I don't buy it.
We see in the preview one of the fucking Manhunters shifting into the Manhunter form from the comics.
I know.
And
But time out. In the comic, no. Go. I'm saying in the comics, the Guardians were inspired by the Martians. So that makes sense.
what?
There's connection between the Manhunters and the Martian Manhunters
I don't know about
in the
that.
comics.
Mm.
I'm serious.
I
What?
believe you.
You're gonna tell me they never knew about them?
I-
They've
I
existed-
don't know, but it's
Anyway,
just not
your point.
explicitly.
Your point.
Anton,
The Manhunters.
Paul Ben Victor.
Yeah.
Who do you think he is? I think the real villain of the series is hiding in plain sight.
Yes. How? How's the villain?
Anton. Okay. What he says in the trailer sounds a lot like Atrocitus.
I think here's what I was.
Have you read that theory?
Well, I think it is. It could be Atrocitus.
How fucking
Time out.
cool.
Time out.
Whoa.
Here's how it would be. Here you could be. I think this makes sense because in no. I'm when I say you keep thinking
No.
I'm trying to stall you. When I'm saying time out, I'm trying to say hold on. I know what you're saying. In Secret Origin, that Jeff Johns wrote, where Hal and Sinestro come at odds, is Atrocitus,
Mhm.
because Sinestro, there's a whole the Manhunters destroy Sexer.
They destroy 6.
No fucking. The Manhunters.
You put that dick away.
So in Jeff Johns' stories, the Manhunters destroy Sector.
Yeah, which was
666.
Atrocitus's.
Yeah, because we covered the Red
Yeah,
Lanterns.
real subtle. Sector 666.
Yeah, because we covered it on the show, the Red Lanterns or Modern Mythology, whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that theory makes sense because Atrocitus would have a hatred towards the Manhunters,
And the Guardians.
and this could be, and in this
and
latest
the Green Lanterns.
in this latest trailer, Hal goes to Sinestro for help, and Sinestro's locked up. So we could already have that Atrocitus is what brought them at odds, because we already know at this point Sinestro's locked up.
I am ready to move on to books.
No, you're not. You are not ready. There goes all the viewership because you like I don't want to
Yeah, let me do this thing. Let's
Green
make
Lantern
sure we have the-
forever.
What the hell,
you.
man?
So
Whatever,
why do you
man.
just leave it?
I'm trying to make sure that all
Yeah.
the
don't
know
like the
the
black
three
bars, though.
beards and the.
I like it like this.
All right, we'll do our thing so we can.
I could write a book about
Well, we're
what
gonna
you
do our
don't
last
know.
break. We got 2 more commercials, and then we'll do the books.
Say that.